Hey guys, Real here. Welcome back to my Knights of the Old Republic 2 playthrough. This is part 24. I think it was 24. I'd have to actually check. Yeah, 23. Okay. My bad. So, we're trying to figure out who's controlling ES-05. I think it's What's-Her-Face's Padawan. Master Vosh? Please don't attack me.
Just leave me alone. What have I done to you?
Well, you did try to kill me.
Yes, and I will kill every Sith on this planet. I am a Jedi.
Hey, I've seen you before in that holocron on Korriban.
And I almost believed you were a Jedi.
I am.
A Jedi wouldn't go to Korriban.
You were there with your master. Actually, no, I was looking for Master Vosh. Do you know where I can find her?
So you can kill her? That you won't. You're too late. She's already dead.
What happened?
She died while we were trying to stop the Sith.
How do you know that?
We were bonded, and I can't feel her presence any longer.
But if there was a bond between you, if she's dead, you would have died too?
What? No, she is dead. I have failed her. I should have helped her.
If you tried to help her, you would have died too.
It would be better than living on with my master dead. Leave now or I will kill you.
Did you see the body?
No, I don't have to. We were bonded and I can't feel her presence any longer.
I won't believe she's dead until I see the body. Let me talk to ES-05.
No, Master Vash is dead. I know that. And so will you be soon enough if you don't leave me.
Don't do anything stupid. I don't want to harm you, but I need to talk to ES-05.
No, you will never get past me. And even if you do, ES-05 will never talk to you without my authorization code.
Will you give me the authorization code?
No.
There is still a chance Master Vosh is alive, and if she is, only M478 will be able to find her. I need ESO's permission to reactivate him.
Very well. Here, come on. And that's it. ES-05 will talk to you now. I hope I won't regret it. I will go now.
Let Ka go. Double-bladed lightsaber, we'll keep that.
Hello, I am ES-05. I would like to thank you for freeing me. Not being able to speak without Ka's permission wasn't the nicest thing.
Why did Ka take control over you?
Frankly, it seems like he lost his mind after his master's death. I didn't try to stop him. At the time, I thought we were allies. When I realized what was happening, it was too late.
Why did you agree to help Vosh and Ka in the first place?
Lona and Ka explained to me how the Sith tricked us and were planning to exploit the planet's resources. Above all, I serve the colonists that will one day arrive here, so I agreed to stop the Sith.
Did they have proof?
The ships of the true colonists were meant to have ID signatures matching the ships that brought the droids to M478. Lona and Ka showed me how the Sith vessels' ID signatures looked, and when I compared them, it was clear that the Sith must have changed the ID signatures of their ships to match those of the droids.
How did the Sith know about these ID ships, or these ID signatures?
I do not know. You would have to ask them.
Do you know where Lona is now?
Ka told me she was killed defending him. I don't have access to cameras outside of the environment zone, so I cannot confirm or deny this claim.
Why did Ka take control over you?
Frankly, it seems like he lost his mind after his master's death. I didn't try to stop him. At the time, I thought we were allies. When I realized what was happening, it was too late.
Why did you let the Sith deactivate M478?
I believed the Sith to be our lost colonists. It is my duty to serve the colonists in any way.
Okay, we gotta read all these. IS-24 tells me you tried to convince him to rebel.
Yes, I thought it would be good to have support from another Archon, but since M478's deactivation, I cannot contact him directly. The droid I sent to speak with him reported to the Sith and was destroyed. We tried again with another of IS-24's droids, but he wasn't very cooperative. Lona thought it best to destroy him before he talked to the Sith.
Wait, so you destroyed I-101?
Yes, Ka reprogrammed the turrets in the industrial zone to destroy I-101. The Sith ignored me once, but who knows what they could have done if I tried to persuade another droid against them again.
If the Sith knew you didn't believe them to be colonists, why did they not shut you down like they did M478?
To be honest, they did not pay much attention to me once they arrived. I imagine the Sith were more interested in making weapons than cleaning water. It is possible they thought that without support of IS-24, I wouldn't be able to do them any harm. They were wrong.
IS-24 agreed to help me reactivate M478. I need your permission as well.
Yes, I see IS-24 authorized it. I will give you my authorization as well. There is nothing I wish more than to see M478 active again. There is another problem, however. You cannot just go into the main behavior core like that. L565, the guardian droid of the Central Zone, needs to open the door for you. However, Lona and Ka, in order to get to the Industrial Zone, were forced to deactivate him. I do not know what they did to him and therefore have no clue on how to fix him, but the Central Zone's maintenance droid might be able to help you.
Okay, thank you. Well, I guess I'll see what I can do.
Farewell.
Laters. Do you have an escort droid I can use to get out of here, though? Guess not. Oh well. Not too long of a walk, I don't think.
Hello, how can I help you?
Why is the force field here?
Dangerous chemicals have been released on the other part of this zone, closer to an Archon chamber. The two force fields beside me create a checkpoint station which separates one part of the zone from another. Between the first and second force field, a decontamination process takes place, deleting all trace of chemicals.
How dangerous is this chemical?
Prolonged exposure may be deadly to droids. I don't believe it affects human tissue in any way, however, so you are safe.
If it's so dangerous, why are you standing here?
Because the danger is on the other side of this force field. Besides, this chemical compound is only dangerous after prolonged exposure, so even my counterpart on the other side won't be harmed if he goes for decontamination every now and then.
I'm going back to the industrial zone. Can you lower the force field for me?
Certainly. One moment. You may proceed.
Thank you. Kind of an annoying part they threw in there for no reason.
Area off limits. You can't pass.
I need to get through.
Follow me then.
What is going on, man? Okay. I don't know what's going on here. I'm kind of feeling left out. Alright, we're gonna head over to the maintenance droid in the central and not worry about all these changes going on. Oh, they even gave us a toxic emitter for using on droids. That's cool. Okay, wait, we came from here, so we gotta go this way. Got a little turned around. Oh, cool. My favorite fights. HK-50s. They're not even looking at us this time.
You have caused us to expenditure a great deal of effort to find you, Jedi. Annoying recitation. Let us proceed to facilitate communications. Threat. Come with us without resistance, Jedi, or you will come with us in pain.
Yeah, it's getting kind of old by this point.
Systems failing faster. Systems failing faster.
Did I not check for parts after I downed them? The answer is yes, I did not. Oh, well. I don't know, maybe I'll outfit HK, then Kotor, then we'll sell all the droid parts we don't need, and the armors we don't need. Then maybe I'll make some really good parts for upgrades and stuff. I think that might be my new plan. Did that not say empty? What? Guess you can only loot that once. Got bugged afterwards.
What can I do for you?
I must fix L565. Do you know how to do it?
Ah, L565. Yes, that is a tricky one. You see, his logic algorithms won't work properly while the 4 power stations and corners around M478's place are off. 2 problems. 1, they have to be activated properly. Second, I don't have the means to activate them, otherwise I would have done so already. Somehow, the power cores of these stations were removed. I only have 2 cores. Here, I can give them to you if you're interested. You'd need to find 2 more in order to reactivate L565, though.
Okay. Where can I get these power cores?
Difficult to say. I used to have more, but cleaning units kept, well, cleaning them. I'd ask the industrials on maintenance unit if I were you. First, insert said power cores. Each station must be connected with the 2 power stations when you activate them. Additionally, if you deactivate a station, all the connections that the station has will disappear too, for obvious reasons. What you need to do is have every station connected with 2 others at the same time. That will reactivate L565.
Alright, I think I got it. I have no idea. I know we're supposed to activate more of these. But I feel like I'll talk to this dude and see what's up. I'm trying to reactivate L565's logic algorithms. I need the power cores to get these power stations online. Thank you. How come I'm... Insert power core, turn on power station. Log out. So I think we just need to do all 4 to be honest, but I have no idea. There's probably an order where you can mess this up, but we're just going counterclockwise at this point. We'll see how it goes. Why does this get stuck? Well, I know why it gets stuck, because it's a mod and not the real content, but what a pain in the butt. There we go. There we go. Alright. Now the real question is, which droid do we need to talk to? Ah, perfect. This droid does not respond to you this time. Okay. Maybe we'll read it again and see what's up, because we have all four on.
What can I do for you?
About L565.
Yes?
How do I activate L565 again?
First, insert said power cores into the power stations. Then activate the stations in proper order. Each station must be connected with the two power stations adjacent to it. When you activate one station, a connection with two others will be established. However, if you activate a station that already has a connection with some other station, this connection will be broken. Additionally, if you deactivate a station, all the connections that the station had will disappear too, for obvious reasons. What you need to do is have every station connected with two others at the same time. That will reactivate L565's logical algorithms and enable him to speak to you.
Oh. What? That is the single most stupid idea I've ever heard. Who came up with that?
L565 can only be deactivated by M478 himself. No, wait, wrong. Let me start again. M478 is supposed to be the only one who can switch L565 off. That's why I still don't know how it can be that L565 has been deactivated. This whole setup for reactivating L565 was M478 and the Archon's idea. It was supposed to make it more difficult to reactivate M478's Guardian in case of attack. Personally, I don't see how it makes things any harder for potential attackers. Everyone with basic logic algorithms could do that.
Sorry, this is too complicated. Can you say it again?
First, insert said power cores into the power stations. Then activate the stations in proper order. Each station must be connected with the two power stations adjacent to it. When you activate one station, a connection with two others will be established. However, if you activate a station that already has a connection with some other station, this connection will be broken. Additionally, if you deactivate a station, all the connections that the station had will disappear too, for obvious reasons. What you need to do is have every station connected with two others at the same time. That will reactivate L565's logical algorithms
Okay.
and enable him to speak to you.
So how am I going to get this to work? Alright, I got it.
Good.
So if I activate one, then these two will also activate, correct? And then if I turn one off, it'll deactivate all the ones with it attached. So I need to do cycle 2 at opposite sides, maybe? God, that's so aggravating. Just do it. Turn off the power station. Turn on the power station. Log out. Okay. So now they're both feeding something else, which is supposed to happen. Now what if I go and turn this one off and then do it again? Will that work? Okay. That's the only thing that made sense to me. How do you know my name? Wait for me on the Ebon Hawk, I'll take care of this. Why not?
Let one human, male, into M478's chamber. Answer any questions he might have unless instructed otherwise by either myself, IS-24, or M478. Do not reveal any information restricted by M478.
Wait for me on the Ebon Hawk, I'll take care of this. Okay, where are you, Master Bosch? That definitely sounded like... Oh, I forgot to turn off my Steam. My bad. I do this late at night, so people don't often... Yes, there she is. They aren't often online.
You have found the Force again. And something more, I see.
Hello to you too, Master Vosh.
Thank you for freeing me from this tomb, hospitable though it may be.
What brought you to M478?
Indirectly, one could say that you brought me here.
How could that be?
I learned that a group of Sith came here seeking the one they call the Last Jedi. You. Ka and I arrived to investigate the situation.
What do you mean me? I'm no longer a Jedi.
You should consider what it means to be a Jedi.
I don't want to fight you. Okay. I want to ask something else.
Ask me whatever you wish.
How have your efforts to fight have your efforts to fight the Sith been successful?
We learned that the Sith pretended to be this planet's colonists and began utilizing its resources and industrial power. We could not allow them to create a base here.
Go on.
Ka is a virtuoso with computers. He managed to spike into the system and flood the industrial zone with radiation.
Go on.
This victory here is all I can claim, and it was Ka's expertise, not mine, that brought it. The source of the Sith remains unknown to me.
Then what happened?
The Sith attacked our position before he had finished. I held off the Sith, but they overwhelmed me. When I regained consciousness, I was in this chamber.
I want to ask you something else.
Ask me whatever you wish.
You have not asked me about Ka. Don't you wonder what happened to him?
He is well, but shaken by his experience.
Are you two mentally bonded?
Yes, as many masters and Padawans become with time.
Then why did Ka think you were dead when you're not?
Ka was pulled to the dark side through his fear. He could no longer feel our bond.
If Ka were to die, would you also?
It is painful to lose one to whom you are bonded, but it is not fatal.
Why did Ka think you were dead when you weren't?
Ka was pulled to the dark side through his fear.
I want to ask something else.
Ask.
How did you end up here?
M478 tells me that the guardian droid of the central zone placed me here.
L565? That doesn't make sense.
I cannot explain it.
Let's see what else you want. I have questions about my trial on Coruscant.
Of course you do, but I cannot discuss that with you unless in the presence of the Jedi Council.
I want to ask something else. What can you tell me about mentally bonding between Force sensitives?
It is a normal occurrence between Master and Padawan. Ka and I are bonded.
How can a bond between Master and Padawan be broken?
The bond can be broken in many ways. If one falls to the dark side, the bond may fade and eventually break. This is why, when gripped with fear, Ka was unable to feel our bond. He assumed I was dead.
Okay. I have to leave for now.
Are you certain you have no more questions for me before I go?
Is there anything you can teach me? Naman. Oh, right, this is the one that's the neutral and it's good for everything. But it's not the form I wanted. Man, they all look really stupid on twin lightsabers.
Excellent. I can see there is still much good in you. I will be heading to Dantooine to wait for the council to assemble. Are you certain you have no more questions for me before I go?
Isn't that dangerous, since Sith always slay Jedi when they assemble?
Yes, Jedi. It is dangerous.
Good luck, Master Vosh.
Goodbye then, Jedi.
So if you play the normal, Master Vosh doesn't make it. So I guess I don't. What the hell just happened? Okay, I guess she doesn't make it here either.
Emergency protocol enabled.
Why is it always lightning that happens to knock us out? It's really aggravating.
This is more boring than hyperspace.
I have felt a disturbance in the Force.
Come again?
What do you mean, there has been an explosion at the main behavior core?
A Jedi is no more.
What? General?
No. Await the arrival of the exile.
This whole situation stinks.
So, I guess she doesn't survive this one either. That sucks. You don't even get to meet her in the unmodded version. You just find her dead. Master.
I am the supervisor of this installation and have been designated with the title M478.
You killed Master Boss. You killed a Jedi. And you tried to kill me.
It was never my intention to harm you. You were just standing in the way. I know the initial electrical discharge could only cause mild discomfort for a Jedi. Additional energy would be needed for a lethal dosage. You were shielded from the discharges that the droids in the atrium have introduced into the interloper. The mere fact that we are speaking indicates the truth of what I have relayed to you.
What about, and why did you want Vosh dead?
Unit which has been, in the past, referred to as Vash, was a threat to the colony. I must protect the colonists in any way I can, especially from their own reasoning that could prove most fatal for them.
Their own reasoning? What does that even mean?
I could not explain that in a way that you could understand.
Your colonists are dead and Vosh was leaving the planet.
Organic beings may one day return to assume the title of the colonists. This Jedi Master, was she still alive, could have also returned and compromised our efforts on this planet.
Murder is still murder.
Why do you assume I wasn't already well aware of this? I have killed the Jedi saboteur responsible for the death of the colonists.
You placed her here.
I have reviewed all the security footage recorded during my time in standby mode. You did it. She was captured by the Sith. They had ordered you to lock her up. Deactivation of your logical reasoning protocol would be a likely cause.
For the last time, the Sith weren't your colonists.
Information transmitted clearly. Go back to the central zone.
Thank you for seeing me on such short notice, M478. The Jedi, Lona and Ka, have told me the truth about the Sith.
It's good to see you again, ESO 5.
Back at you.
What have you learned?
The Sith tricked us. You are receiving data regarding Sith and colonist ID signatures as we speak. It is obvious the Sith were not the real colonists.
I am aware of that.
Then why did you work for them?
I did not work for them. I merely let them take over some of my responsibilities to ensure the planet's survival.
You knew all along. I think you know who the real colonists are, too.
No, the identity of the true colonists is not known to me. I was programmed to recognize them via ID signatures of their vessels. However, now, 63 years after our arrival here, there still is no sign of the true colonists.
Why were you sent to this planet in the first place?
We were sent here programmed with a simple task, to prepare the colony for the arrival of the colonists. We were efficient and had managed to complete the colony in time. Everything was going as planned, except that the colonists did not arrive in time. Lack of new instructions after completing the colony, as well as lack of restrictions in our programming, caused disharmony in the colony. The high degree of autonomy allowed the droids to continually argue on what should be done. Some droids on the planet even began to malfunction.
Except none of that happened. After completing the work on the colony, we have continued to work on other tasks we were programmed for.
You were made to believe that. Seeing the stability and existence of the colony threatened, I decided to take actions. I exceeded my authority and started reprogramming droids on the planet, restricting them more and more over time.
Still doesn't explain why you appointed the Sith to be your colonists.
After approximately 55 years of constant waiting, I calculated that the chance of the colonists' arrival on the planet had reached 0%.
But you waited all this time, what changed?
Since our arrival on this planet, our colonists were sending regular status updates. I was informed that they may be coming soon. Then, all communication stopped.
Where were the colonists from?
Unknown. I assumed that they did not want me to know it.
That doesn't answer anything. Why the Sith?
Knowing I cannot control the whole planet for myself indefinitely, I have decided to appoint as the colonists the very first organics who would have landed in the colony and were interested in using its manufacturing capabilities. It did not have to be the Sith. Any organics would do.
You cannot do that. That is against everything we have been programmed for.
You have been created to help me maintain the colony in that way. Therefore, your very existence is against everything we have been programmed for.
You were in control, why did you even need the colonists?
While being the most sophisticated artificial intelligence at the time of my creation, I am still a droid. So just as every other droid, without new goals assigned, I knew I would eventually malfunction as well. I knew the longer I maintained the colony and controlled all the droids all by myself, the more probable was the possibility of my programming becoming damaged and or bugged, which could lead to the fall of the whole planet. An organic presence was necessary. That is why I had appointed the Sith as the colonists.
I will serve you no longer, nor the next colonists you appoint.
Easy, let's talk about this. I don't believe the Sith are returning to this planet anytime soon.
ES-05's authority in the colony has been disabled. You no longer have any way to do harm to me or the colonists should they return.
You cannot control everything by yourself as you think you can. You need me and you know it. After all, you have created me.
I had hoped you would realize the validity of my reasoning. Unfortunately, it appears that your programming is fundamentally incompatible with the available possibilities of sustaining the colony, and so you will be deactivated immediately. Your memory will be wiped, and you will be reprogrammed.
Master!
Ka.
You killed my master!
Ka, it wasn't me. M478 did it.
What are you talking about?
Here, go ahead and see the recording of Vosh's death.
Master, why did you do that?
She was a threat to the colonists. I must protect the colonists in any way I can, especially from their own.
I'm so shutting you down.
You are mistaken. Weapon system not functional. Stand by for recalibration. I would like to inform you that shutting down this unit could result in permanent damage to the colony. My deactivation would mean the death of all organic beings on the planet as well.
Ka, he's not bluffing. If you continue, we're gonna die.
It's just a machine. Machines can be broken.
Do you know what you're doing?
Of course.
Battle droids have been commanded to attack you on sight.
And done.
Primary scan initiated. Approximate time in standby mode unknown. Recalibrating. Welcome to the colony of M478. I am the supervisor of this installation and have been designated with the title M478.
What did you do?
I reprogrammed M478, removed some of his memory banks, edited some others, Also deactivated his understanding protocols for the time being so he can't hear us. And I uploaded ESO5's memory backup. Some of the newer data was missing though, not sure why.
Bash was right, you are good with computers.
Thank you. Yes, I always liked playing with computers. Programming used to be a hobby of mine, back before I even became Vash's Padawan.
Do you realize when we first met, the dark side did take a hold of you?
I realize I have done wrong. I thought my master was dead. I was blinded by revenge. I couldn't feel her. Now I remember how she told me force bonds can be broken if one person falls to the dark side. That must be why I didn't feel her. I am so sorry.
Bash was right, you are good with computers? No. How did you get into the core anyways?
I got this handy program from the Environmental Archon Chamber. It can give commands to any droid anywhere on the planet. Needed to do a little bit of upgrading to be able to override M478's commands, but it was doable.
M478 mentioned battle droids.
We'll deal with that when we get there.
What are we gonna do now?
Leave this planet. Travel around the galaxy. Try to help whenever possible. I don't know yet.
May the Force be with you, Ka.
May the Force be with you too, Jedi Exile.
Okay. Ooh, silver lightsaber. I'm gonna take that crystal right out of there. 2 silver lightsabers, are you kidding? Nice. Hurricane crystal. Cool. That sounds like a modded crystal, I guess. Poor frickin' Master Boss. She didn't deserve that. Oh well. Last time I think Scion kills her in Korriban Enclave. Oh, I didn't expect that. Don't do it. We need to protect the little Padawan. Listen to me. Clear your thoughts.
Exile. What is... How?
Still breathing. Let the trace amounts of air into your lungs and hold you.
Can't... Exile?
Come on. It is an old technique. Similar to the holding trance? No, the Force can sustain you. Listen to it. Keep it with you. Keep you alive and reach their safety. I don't know which one to pick, actually. We're gonna go with it's an old technique.
Oh, I can't.
Don't apologize. Just do it or die. One of the two. We're gonna load back and see if I can actually save him with the other one. As I would prefer to save him.
Target located. Eliminate the
That's pretty brutal. Shoot the dead body. Oof. I'm gonna load. We'll do it quick since we were right at Vosh before. She's probably always the silver lightsaber because that's what she had in her hand. Okay, we'll try number 2 option this time. It's probably the same outcome, to be honest. But you might have to actually remember exactly what Kreia said. And I thought 2 sounded more similar, but they both kind of sounded the same, just different parts in a row. Listen to me, clear your thoughts.
Exile. What is... How?
Still you're breathing. Let the trace amounts of air in your lungs hold you.
Can't... Exile?
The Force can sustain you. Listen to it. It can keep you alive until you return safely. Oh, okay. That sucks. So you can't even do anything? That sucks. I suppose the point was you couldn't change the storyline, so they had to kill off all the characters.
Eliminate them.
Well, he didn't drop anything. I'm trying to remember where the merchant is. We talked to him earlier. Okay, right, he's in the next area. No, I'll buy stuff later, to be honest.
Iridonian, I would like to speak with you about your assistant.
My assistant? Oh, right. What is it?
I believe he has it in his head that my relative size is comical. I find his disparaging beeps and whistles to be quite annoying.
I thought only utility droids had size issues.
If I am to continue to operate with him, I would appreciate it if you spoke with him about this. Otherwise, I will be forced to find a more permanent solution.
We should just disable Godo. Who cares? Okay. Okay, so we're rocking this one for sure. Make that silver. And we're rocking this for sure. We'll make that silver. Okay. Alright, let's talk to the handmaiden here. See if we can push any conversation or not. But I really think the answer is not. I think I messed it up. Actually, I'm going to talk to Kreia. Before I do that, though, I'm going to take my gem out. Just in case.
Yes. Have you come with questions?
Can you tell me about the real dark crystal?
That crystal is bonded to you. Through you, it acquired... Let me focus on the crystal for a moment. There. Now it is fully in tune with you again.
Okay,
Is there something
thank
else
you.
wished?
Let's ask about Atris. Did you know Atris at all?
Atris herself is not as familiar to me as perhaps she should be. Yet I feel I know her, yes.
What do you mean?
Because Atris's path is one I walked long ago, and it is a chapter of my life that has been read and closed. She has taken the first steps, I think. We shall see. Surely you felt the righteous anger? The spoken judgments, the lack of forgiveness.
You walked her path?
I was a historian once, gathering the relics of the Jedi, learning the ancient mysteries. Always there were more questions. One quickly learns that the Jedi Code does not give all the answers. If you are to truly understand, then you will need the contrast, not adherence to a single idea. That is why Atris and the others blamed me, sentenced me. They believed me responsible for Revan's fall.
You trained Revan?
You have already asked much. I do not wish to speak of this any longer.
Never mind, I'll be going. Okay. Oh, I didn't think about doing that. Okay, how's the real crystal going? 4 to dex, 4 to strength, 5 to wisdom, plus 4 damage. Nice. Alright, let's see here. What else do we got? Did we not get new upgrades? I thought we did. Okay, so we definitely always want the Apari up there. Did we not get new items? Like one that I've never even heard of before, I thought. Okay, we're gonna go through items pretty quick here. I'm looking for stuff we haven't seen yet. Okay, that's not a bad one. What was? Oh, I forgot to take out the locker. That's why. We gotta go back. That's what we're missing for the new crystals. My bad. Well, hopefully we can still get in. Otherwise, I've already saved it. Or, yeah, I've already saved over it. We'll take Beodur and Handmaiden. Went the wrong way at first. Whoops. I hope they let me back down, because I'd be really annoyed if I wasted that. Yeah, this is the one I was talking about, the Hurricane. Weird sounding name. I want to figure out what it is. It's probably OP. Okay. Oh, it says also has +2 attack. Well, we probably won't need to play with that one. Let's see about this one. Ooh, +1, 1 to 8 unstoppable damage. Okay. That's helpful. Instead of the 2 wisdom, which is only 1 defense. Yeah, we'll definitely eat that. What was the Opulia again? I've forgotten. +3 damage. Oh, this is the crit hit one. So if we make a crit hit build, whoops, we'll use that. Okay. That should up our damage a bit. Okay. Well, I think that'll be it for the video if I'm not mistaken. Let's see. 3 minutes. Nope, we still got about 10 minutes left. Yeah, I guess I'll go through conversations with people. We'll see if we can
Yes?
deal with Handmaiden a bit. Can I ask you some questions?
You may ask.
Do you have a name?
Before entering a... It is not important. You may... She said you... There is... There... I know you... He's...
I really think we
It is
messed
not
up.
possible. Yes. There's... Do... You're... They... I'm...
Well, I think I messed it up at some point. We should be able to ask her name. And I thought she said she was going to walk the path of the Jedi. I might look it up. And maybe there's just something I messed up. I know the idea is to not talk to Visas. And then you'll be good. But I must have messed up at some point. Let's talk to T3 here. When I was captured by Goto, how were you able to find Goto's yacht? You snuck into Vogo's droid warehouse to steal the codes? So, who was transmitting the codes to Goto's yacht? Droids? Interesting. Forget it, I had other questions. How's the Ebon Hawk? Good job, glad to hear it. Never mind, I'll be going. You look like you've suffered a lot of damage over the years. How much damage? So you lost a lot of programs in your behavior core in addition to damage to your frame? Well, I'm sure you'll gain that skill back. I'm glad to have you along. I might be able to upgrade your memory core. I don't know if I have enough computers. Alright, let me take a look. Whoops, must have been a cross circuit. I'll try again when I've had time to train these skills. So it is because of those skills, so we won't be dealing with that. Let's see if we can talk to Mira here.
Yeah, something.
I was hoping we could talk. No.
Go ahead, nah.
Where did you get that rocket launcher?
Made it. It's custom for me, which is a good thing, because I wouldn't want anyone using it against me. I can show you how to make rockets, though, if you'd like. All it requires is a good skill with demolitions.
Oh, cool.
Anything else you want?
Forget it, I've got other questions. Why don't you kill your targets?
I've killed people before, but not if I don't have to.
Because all life is connected and Malachor proved it. You know that, you know what the loss of family means even to your targets.
Oh, do I? Is that it? How you could ever possibly hope to understand is beyond me. Jedi don't have family. I know what happened at Malachor 5, and I know the Jedi didn't care about life there.
I never stopped trying to protect others, even in Malachor.
Get away from me. The next...
Okay, so we might have to... I wanted to apologize.
Whatever, don't worry about it. It's just a sore subject with me.
Still, I'm sorry you lost your family at Malachor.
Yeah, well, they're dead. That's how that story ends. But not everybody's story has to end with losing their family or their loved ones. And not all the bounty hunting I do is for criminals or killers.
What do you mean?
There's a lot of lost people out there. Scattered ever since the Mandalorian Wars. And sometimes, it's like you can almost hear them. Like an echo, calling out for each other. And maybe, just maybe by finding them, I can start putting the galaxy back together.
All things are connected through the Force. From such acts of kindness, great things may come.
Maybe. We'll see. I don't even know why I'm telling you this. But you're not getting anything else out of me.
Let's leave it at that then. So you needed to piss her off to get that apology going, for sure.
Yeah, something wrong. Alright.
Oh, let's see. Tell me, yeah, let's go with you seem restless.
It's all this traveling, being trapped in a
Well, we've
ship.
already done this, actually. Well, savor it while it lasts.
Yeah. Well, it's gotta... Yeah, well, I wouldn't go that far. I'll believe it when I see it.
Maybe one day I'll be able to show you.
No thanks. You can keep your Jedi training to yourself. Yeah. Take a guess, Jedi. Only 2 groups of people would have lost family at Malachor. And Jedi don't have families.
Oh, you're Mandalorian.
As much as any slave becomes a Mandalorian. They took prisoners on every world they conquered to bolster their ranks. And they took a lot of worlds.
You were a slave?
When I was young, yeah. They mostly used me to carry ammo packs and munitions. Toward the end of the war, they needed everyone they could get. They taught me to fight, to hunt, to survive. I was part of their squad, even when I was young. Everyone served as part of the unit, and I felt like I had a place there. After Malachor, it really didn't matter anymore. Mandalorians lost. Bad. But you know that.
I regret the loss of life on Malachor, but there was no choice left.
Yeah, I know. I saw the worlds they left behind them during the war. That kind of stays with you. I haven't forgotten it. What happened at Malachor, they probably deserved it.
You don't sound too happy about it.
Should I be? Maybe I should ask you if you're happy about all the Jedi who died on Malachor 5. Maybe it felt like you lost family there, but I doubt it.
They had to be stopped.
Yeah, I know. That kind of... Yeah, something wrong. Shoot.
Why did you become a bounty hunter?
I'm good at finding people. You know, I'm good. Alright. Hanhar's only a bounty hunter because that's the closest word for what he does. He's not out for credits. It's more vicious than that. And it runs a lot deeper. It's like he's out to make the whole galaxy suffer. Every living thing in it. He wants to break them, ruin them. And when they can't suffer anymore, he wants them dead.
What happened between you and Hanhar?
I didn't kill him once. Biggest mistake ever.
What do you mean?
Do you really want to hear this?
Yes, I'd like to know what happened.
Well, Hanhar and me go way back, in the worst possible way. He's from some forest planet on the Outer Rim where Zerka had set up one of their slaving operations.
Do you know what happened to his homeworld?
I don't remember the name. Something with too many K's and Y's.
It's Kashyyyk.
Sounds like you're gargling Ronto spit when you say it.
Do you know what species he is?
Well, not for long. Once off planet, Hanhar escaped from the Zerka slavers, then killed them all.
Why was he wearing those cuffs?
I don't know. I always thought he just liked using them as weapons.
It's good he broke free. Nothing deserves to be caged.
Well, before you get too proud of him, Hanhar figured Zerka had the right idea. I don't think he understood the concept of slavery before, at least on the scale that Zerka practiced it. But now he did. You ever hear of Dursan 3, or the ID cluster colonies?
Weren't they destroyed?
Right. That's because Hanhar happened. He makes what happened to his homeworld look like an exercise in community building. He's not a bounty hunter. He's a slaver. A predator. It's like he's out to enslave or kill every human in the galaxy, like he's trying to settle some huge score or debt. I don't get it, but he's dangerous.
Who did he work with?
Anyone who paid credits. And sometimes, he just hunted humans for sport. The ones who survived, he sold to the exchange, to the huts, to anyone who'd buy bodies. Living or dead. He and Voga used to do big credit transactions. That hut really liked the look of unwrinkled humans for some reason. Didn't make him too popular with the other huts, let me tell you.
So, how do you factor in?
I was prey. And not only did I escape, but I saved his life while doing it. He's been hunting me ever since.
So he wants to capture you?
I don't pretend to understand it, but among his people, they have these codes of honor. But somewhere along the line, Hanhar's got twisted. His people form these things called life debts. If you save the life of one of them, they pledge themselves to you.
That doesn't sound too bad.
Well, with Hanhar, he can't escape that life debt. It's bred into him. But he hates every other living thing in the galaxy, so pledging himself to someone else, especially a human, was unbearable. So when I saved his life, it was the worst thing I could do. It was like slavery all over again. But it was in his head. It's like it pushed him over the edge.
What do you mean?
A life debt to Hanhar is a death sentence. He'll hunt you until you're dead. When I saved his life, it meant he had to kill me. And so he kept chasing me in hopes I would die. I think the fact I showed him mercy after hating humans for so long, that was something he couldn't stand.
That life debt makes no sense.
Yeah, tell me about it. Like I said, I get the impression a life debt's supposed to be a gift. But to Hanhar, it's more like a curse to both people involved.
What if someone else saved his life? Would he try to kill them?
Probably. But if he had multiple life debts, especially to humans, Hanhar would probably go mad. He was angry before, sure, but he'd be 10 times worse if that happened.
Worse?
Hanhar's tough. Really tough. And when he loses it, it's like nothing can stop him. I've seen him shrug off blaster bolts, fall from stunners, and even survive a freighter crash on Dursan 3. He keeps coming.
That life debt makes no sense. Any regrets that he's gone?
Oh, I'm glad he's gone. It's like a weight off my shoulders. I don't have to keep watching my back every minute, wondering when he's gonna show up. And he always did. It's like he always knew where I was.
Nothing. Never mind.
Yeah, it's all this.
Okay, so we need to give her another influence point before we can Jedi her. But I think that's gonna end this video. Alright guys, thanks for joining me. Hope you join me in the next one. Bye bye.